Progress check. I'm gonna be honest, Chad. That was f***ing scary. This is unbelievable. Good morning and welcome back to the channel. Unless you're new, then welcome. The sun is shining today. If I were to lift this, like really shining. It is a beautiful day. I couldn't ask for better conditions for a long hike today, and that's exactly what we're doing. Today's hike is truly a special one because this is the one and only hike that I've ever gotten genuinely lost on. I think at this point it was about 4 years ago. I was with my friend, and safe to say it was a bit traumatizing. But I have grown to be a much smarter and level-headed hiker. And after all this time, today I am back because I feel I'm prepared and eager to conquer this hike. I think I have what it takes, and it really isn't like a super dangerous hike or anything. I'll get into the full story time on how I ended up getting lost, but let's get started. It is 10 a.m., which is a good time to start. It's a bit of a longer hike. I predict it'll take me hopefully less than 5 hours, hopefully not more than that. And I woke up much earlier than I normally would to give myself enough time. I actually woke up at 5:30 a.m. It just took me a really long time to get here. Even just this road, it's already bringing back some memories. I thought I'd never come back to this road. Started my trekking. That was my first mistake last time, not following a map. All these little pink flags, I believe, mark native plant restoration. The birds are really active today. This portion of the hike has the most incline, or at least the most steep incline. So hair's going up because it's getting hot, but we are ascending. I'm glad I wore pants. Oh. Little progress check. We started somewhere down there. Pink means we're going the right way. These trees always remind me of Minecraft taiga biome. We are officially on top of the ridge. I brought some pickles. Next snack, dates. The climb continues. Look at that beautiful ridge. We're going to be walking along up there and then coming down. I think this looks very much like a trail. In the distance we can see the back of Diamond Head. There's a nice shaded, breezy spot here. So I figured this would be a great time to get into the story time. Being on this trail brings back so many memories. Memories that feel much more funny and less traumatic, I would say. I feel like traumatic is a bit extreme. In the moment, it was definitely scary. Just to provide some context here, when I first attempted this hike, it was 4 or 5 years ago, and I was with my friend who had done the hike before. She's a very experienced hiker. Shout out to Sydney. I've done many hikes with her, but I came along not knowing much about the trail, and we had a late start, which was our first mistake. I think we started at 4 or 5 p.m., which is like really late, especially for a hike of this length. But I was like kind of in my F it era, like let's go do this hike, I don't give a F. Anyway, bad idea. The way this trail works, and I'll have a diagram so you can get like a visual of what I mean by this, but you enter through a valley, you hike up to a ridge, you take the ridge to another ridge, then you walk across that ridge and go down a different, easier ridge. The big appeal there is that going down on the separate ridge, it's a smoother journey down than it would be to go back the way you came, because this way, as you will see, is definitely trickier, more steep. There's more like ropes and holds involved, especially in the dark. It's not as like maintained, so it can definitely be tricky staying on trail, and that is exactly what happened. I remember we weren't even at the top yet and the sun had already went down, like was below the horizon. So I was already freaking out getting to the top because I kept seeing the mountain in the distance, which is the mountain I'm looking at now, and I was like, there's no way we're getting up there before the sun sets. That's like not happening. Watching the sun set behind us, and lo and behold, we were at the top in the dark, and it was dark, like can't see anything dark, and we had no gear, me being unprepared, no flashlight, no Garmin, phone almost dead. But we're like, I'm trusting her, I trust this friend, and she's like, once we find the path to go down, it's so much easier. Like, that's kind of like our golden ticket out of here, is like if we can just find the trail on the other ridge, we're good to go. So we spend, I don't even know how much time rummaging in the dark trying to find the trail back down. But I remember I was like so grateful for how dark it was, because it was almost like the lack of seeing the cliff that I was on gave me some peace of mind. You know what I mean? Like ignorance is bliss type of thing. Like the less I see, the better. Because it was so windy. It actually started raining, and I just could tell from the wind and the abyss next to me that one slip could be fatal. Could be fatal. And yeah, I remember so many things going through my head, like, are we gonna need to like call a helicopter to get out of here? Like, I can't afford that. I don't have insurance. So what's our plan? And I think she called her mom, and her mom said, just go back the way you came. You know the way you came. I know that's not what you had in mind, and you're not technically supposed to go back this way, but we figured it out. It took so many hours. I think we were not back to our cars until about midnight, so that's about 5 hours in the dark. But I'm back today, smarter, more experienced. I have a map, I have a charged phone, I have a light if I need it, and I'm starting so much earlier, so I have about 4 miles to go. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that story time. Perhaps it gave you some insight on what to not do on a hike. Well, that was a nice break, but onward I must go. Gotta make up for that lost time. My pace always gets just absolutely tanked when I film, because the tripod and the chit chat. But I love filming my vlogs, and I love documenting hiking. All right, gonna lock in, hopefully make some respectable ground, and I will see you in a bit. Hi, butterflies. Getting closer to the ridges here, or at least the falling areas, or the not falling areas, the don't fall. These are not fun to be scraping through, but with pants it's not too bad. It comes all the way up to my arms though. The trail is officially getting sketchy. Okay, I made it up. And slowly getting closer to the top. There's this cute little patch of grass, and then just death on the other side. The dichotomy of it all. The dichotomy. The sun is absolutely cooking today. I fear I might have a backpack tan line by the end of this. Sun, I was unaware of your game. First rope, looking pretty sketch. Oh, isn't that pretty? Camera's going away because this looks very dry and slippery. Progress check. We put in that work. You can see Waikiki now. And up there and across and down is the plan. So this is the part that I can't believe I did in the dark, backwards. It's freaking me out even just looking at it in broad daylight. But it's not windy and it's bright out. Two things I didn't have last time. I'm gonna be honest, chat, that was f***ing scary. Glad that's over, and glad I'm not going back that way. We made it. We made it to the top. Wow. Whoa. It's so clear. That's Mount Olomana, I think. Yeah, that has to be. Oh. I'm gonna hang out here for a minute. The rest should be pretty easy. Well, this might be a little sketchy, but then nice little walk back. Oh, I'm ready for some water. This is unbelievable. Whew, my goodness. Successfully climbed from there to here. And it's time to begin the descent. This should be pretty straightforward. Now we're heading back, and I think that is where we started, which is cool to see. Look at how much crap I've collected in my shoe. Oh my gosh, this 10 seconds of shade is so nice. This looks like it could fall though. Look, there's a little map. We basically went up here, and then we're actually started here. Whew. We are now descending about 1,000 feet in less than half a mile. My knees are not happy about that. For the love of hiking. For the love. Okay. Well, I think it's safe to say that was a massive success. I'm glad that I was able to come back and rewrite those memories. Those old memories that I have of this place. Thank you for joining me. Now I'm ready to get some water and probably some ice cream. Here are the final stats. Not bad. If you liked, leave a like. Don't forget to lift, laugh, and love, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!